Hello, everyone. So, I have my latch hook. I don't have my latch hook. I don't know where the hook is. So, that's what I just spent the last, since I went live. Yeah. Oh, it's right here. Oh, good. Okay. All right, we're good. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. All right. Let me, I was busy looking around where the actual, latch hook kit was, not where my stuff is. Anyway, okay. Let me quickly record your votes, and then we can get started. Hooray, crisis averted. I was like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? Are we gonna just, do a different craft? Okay. Oops. Stream manager. I didn't even see who was first, second, and third, because I was literally running around my office. I forgot it was Friday. Points to Diamond Dot for Sharn, who was second. Cat Couch. To AC. Hi, Shiz. Points to Diamond Dot for you. You got it. Hello, Allison. Hello, Petrichor. Thank you for the streak. Emily, I always get excited when you live. One for you, but it also means I'm almost done with work. That's fine. I'm glad that I can bring that excitement to you. Okay. Yay! Oh, I'm so glad. Sorry that it took me a hot minute to get it to you. It was done and then I just didn't even think about shipping it, so life, you know? Life has been lifing, that's for sure. Okay. So I forgot that this one isn't screen printed on. Some latch hook kits, the image is printed on this canvas. Mine is not. It's a cross stitch pattern. Lovebirds. Aww. So cute. I think I'm going to photocopy it so I can mark it off instead of what I was doing. Hang on. Oh my god. Hang on. You know, it really helps when you get the whole pattern on the paper. Allison, that's kind of punny. I still didn't get the whole... It's fine. You know what? I don't even care. Why is it... What is this? I'm not agreeing. No. Okay. It's literally Good Friday, yeah. Hi, Allison. That's fine. I can still, like, mark off. So I have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, so do you guys remember how yesterday I told you that Pippin didn't want to eat the fancy, like, better for her food? Typical cat. Well, I got 2 flavors. One was salmon, which I figured would have been the favorite. And the other was ocean fish, because she's a fish girl. She likes fish. Well, the salmon was a big no. Not interested. She ate a little bit, left the rest. Alright, fine. The ocean fish today, I was like, you know what, let me try it before I go and return it. The ocean fish today was a hit. So, okay. The salmon really stunk, if I'm being honest. It was so gross. It was very strong. So, I mean, if anything, normally that's what the cats all want, but whatever. I've got so much crap on my desk. How? Always. Always so much junk everywhere. Story of my life. So yeah, she liked that one. And the outdoor cat ate the rest of the salmon that she didn't want. I like waited and then put it out when they came by, or like when I knew they were going to be coming by, and they were like, "Ooh, what is this?" So the stink was too much even for Pippin. I guess, yeah. All right. We have all of our pretty colors. And let's get going. Who was stinky? No one was stinky, but the salmon cat food was evidently too stinky for Pippin. She didn't like it. She really is very particular for, like, a cat who was outside, if I'm being honest. She likes the junk food, and we were trying to get her on a food that was, like, a little bit, I don't know. It's probably, I mean, it's better. It's not the best food out there, but I bet the feral babies loved it, yeah. It was actually kind of funny because when Sequoia came by, they actually ate the dry food first, and I was like, oh god, like, none of the cats like this. And then afterwards, they ate the wet food, and I was like, okay. Honestly, The best way, like, I know that I've talked about how, like, the other food that Pippin was on was kind of like, the McDonald's of everything. And if you think about, like, the way that cats, like, the way that food works for them, it's very much like McDonald's, okay? You got the dry food, which is the French fries. That's what everybody wants, right? And then the wet food is like the chicken nuggets or the hamburger, where it's like, yeah, it's the protein, it's the good pork. Like you got to eat that bit, but you really just want the French fries. Like you could forget about the meal part if you just got the fries, you know? And I feel like that is how a lot of cats feel with like dry food. Maple, on the other hand, is the opposite. If there's wet food and dry food down, he eats the wet food first. You know what I haven't looked at the blue one. What I tend to find to be true of a lot of cat wet food, and I'll be completely honest, they get a Petco brand wet food. Okay? I'm not one to normally buy like the store brand food. My issue, it's not really an issue, but my thing is that most pet foods, like if you go to get like the fish, oh my god, I can't read this right now, printer. It's literally like there's a user update agreement. If you're located in the United States, sections 19 through 23 apply to you. Section 22 contains a binding arbitration provision that limits your ability to seek relief in a court before a judge or jury and waives your right to participate in class action or class. Okay, what? What? This is my printer. What are you on about? Like, what? What on earth changed? So I'm like, I'm not agreeing to this, and it keeps popping up, and I can't get rid of it. Go away. Right? Like, what? What? Anyway, it's a printer. It's not that serious. Um, anyway, I don't even know. Printer, please, I already hate you. Don't make it worse. Would have taken the gravy off the wet food and eaten the dry. She liked the crunchy stuff more? Yeah. Oh, so what I was saying before I crashed out about my printer, most of the wet foods that I find, right, like you can get, oh yeah, this is like a beef wet food. And it'll be like the first ingredient is beef and then the next ingredient is chicken. And I want a single protein source. Like, please, if I can, because I feel like a lot of cats have sensitivities, including mine, and I would like to not have, a surf and turf, if you will. I don't want everything in there. And believe it or not, the Petco brand, like if you read what, is in some of these other ones, right? Like the fish version, for instance, it'll be like, it'll start off with fish and then it'll be like chicken byproduct, and it's like, and again, I can't say that it's factual. I'm not able to look into it. I can't go to their plant and make sure that what they're saying is true. But I like the fact that, like, all of the byproduct, if you will, in the fish one is fish. It's not chicken. It's not poultry. It's not it. So like Maple, for instance, gets like a beef food, um, because that seems to work best for him. His poop stinks because of it, but it works the best. And so again, I don't want all of these other like things in it. Like even some of the best foods have like these, it's a mix of, stuff. Yeah. It's a lot easier if the food contains just one protein. Mm-hmm. Oof, you guys would be proud of me. I got an email. James, I don't know if you're listening. I know that I didn't tell you this because you were asleep. I can send you a screenshot if you want of what I sent. I got an email from Royal Canin, who I had contacted and spoken with when I discovered that Patch had all of these bladder stones while on their food that was supposed to, you know, keep him from developing stones. And they were all like, well, because we haven't gotten any more information from you or your vet, we're going to, like, you know, close the case, if you will. And I was like, respectfully. And then I wrote them an email. Hang on, what did they said? We did not receive your pet's medical records from your vet. But to go forward, we need to have the batch information to initiate the complaint and investigation. I'm like, it's not about one specific batch of food. It's not like one batch was bad. Like, he's been on this for years. That's... What do you mean the batch number? Size of bag, best by date. Like, they need all this information to ensure a thorough report. And I'm like, do you not remember what this was all about? Like, because this was about, you know, possibly getting reimbursement for, like, surgery if we needed it. And so I'll send you what I wrote. I don't want to necessarily, like, read it on stream because I don't feel like I don't want people to be, you know, it's pet stuff. It's end of life stuff. And I know that that is triggering for a lot of people. It's just, unfortunately, the time that I'm living in right now is that, but I basically was like, well, respectfully, there's been no update to his case because there is no case anymore. Like, there's no... And then I just was like, I kind of laid into him a little bit. I was like, you know, you say that you're all about, like, you know, being there for, like, pets and their people, yet you raised your prices so much that it's hardly affordable for anyone to buy your food, which you claim to, like, you know, treat and like, fix issues. Not treat, but to keep issues at bay, and then they don't. And so what have I been paying all this money for all of these years? Like, what's the point in all of this? Yeah. Like, I included pictures of all of his bladder stones. I included, you know, just a lot of what I could. And then I included a picture of him, and I'm like, I hope that his picture sticks with you, and I hope it sticks with your, like, your company. I'm like, I don't even know if you'll get this kind of thing, but, like, I hope that you think about him when you're trying to, like, you know, do all of your quality control and, like, oh, we have a great product, because your product failed him. I'm like, so I hope that every time you think that you're doing the best you can, I ended the letter. I ended the letter with, please do better. Animals and their people are counting on you. Because I'm just over it. So over it. Where? There. Oh, I guess there's some in here. I don't know. So here was this was one of the things that I mentioned to them that's the issue, right? It's not necessarily, you can't have stuff like this on your bag. Okay? I screenshotted their food bag and I sent it to them. Promotes optimal urine pH levels and urinary ion concentration. Cysteine control, moderate quantities of high quality proteins and controlled methionine and cysteine levels. So they're literally saying on their bag that this food creates an optimal pH of the urine so that they don't form stones. So why were there 60 plus stones in my dog? Like, you can't say that this is an optimum pH balance. These are the literal stones that your food is supposed to prevent, and he was full of them. Like, you can't make claims like that on your bag if it's not the case. Like, you know, one of the things that I said was that, where is it? I said, I know so this was about looking at Patch's picture and all of that. I said, you know, I will continue thinking of him every day for the rest of my life and how I feel that I failed him by blindly trusting a product that our vet recommended that promised things it couldn't deliver. That's the issue, is that we put our faith in this thing that it would keep him, it would do what it said it would do, and it didn't. And because I put my faith in a vet recommended prescription food, I didn't think to, and this is on me. I have to live with this. I have to, you know, I mean, I'm not going to like go off on my vet, but at some point in the future, I'll probably ask them why they didn't ever check his urine regularly. That's my fault. I should have made sure that they were doing that. And I didn't. And I failed. Hello, little ant. You should not be here. Where did you come from? And like that is guilt that I'm gonna live with for forever, because like I should have checked that, and I didn't. Get in this box, please. Get in here. Let me take you. Here. Find your way back outside, okay? You should not be in my office. And then, you know, like, I have Artie on this same goddamn, like, brand. Not for anything like bladder stones, it's for, because it's high protein and low stomach upset, but it's like, I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I'd be absolutely furious if I was given to my beloved pet to stop something from happening and it seemingly had no effect. Yeah. Like, some, you know, it could have helped. For all I know, he could have been like that. He could have had way worse, you know, if he wasn't on that food. But like, you know, I don't know how long it took for those stones to develop. I don't know how many years. His last, like, stone removal surgery was when he was 2.5, 3. So, yeah, I don't know. And here's the thing, like, I don't know how a lawsuit would go about. And I wouldn't necessarily be doing it because I would want money from it, because no amount is going to bring him back. It's not. But if I were to do anything, it would be because I want there to be change in the company so that other people don't go through this. Or an investigation into why it was one thing that was claimed and another thing that happened. Like, I would want to enact change, not like, great, you gave me $1 million, super. Okay, like it's not gonna bring him back. I'll use it to pay his bill off, but like it's not gonna fix the issue. Like, I just don't want it happening again. Like, I told James this, there was a part of me that never really was sure that I would ever want another Dalmatian, just because Patch had it was a lot having an anxious reactive dog live in your house, that even you had to be careful around. And I was like, I don't even know that I would want to do that just because of that. But after this, if I can't even like trust the food that's supposed to work for them to work for them, no way. No way am I doing this again. Absolutely not. Because this is a known issue. It's not like, some animals where it's like, oh yeah, they can be prone to having, hip issues or blindness or like you're like, these stones are a known problem, and so I'm like, I would not. No, because like what are my other options? I don't want to live worrying about that all the time. Now, I did say to James that I would absolutely foster, because I do know a lot of times when shelters get Dalmatians, they want, if they need like a foster, they want someone who's had them before, who has breed experience. So like, I'd do that. I'd take them. I would foster them. But I don't think I'll ever have one again, which sucks. Because literally that was my dream dog. But it was not my dream experience, that's for sure. In a lot of ways, it was not. Sorry, I just rambled a lot. I did not mean to. How's everyone else's Friday going? Yikes. Hi, Ruthless. How are you? No, I know. I just literally was like, I don't want to like dump all of this on you. Like, I didn't read the email I wrote, and then I proceeded to just like, I didn't dump it, but talk passionately. Oh no. That's really rude, honestly, Petrichor. I think that you should file a complaint. I would like to. My body does stuff like that. I'm hanging in there. I'm surviving. How much of the research is independent of the companies? Yeah. Technically not medication. I don't know how much they should be allowed to promise. Yeah. That's the thing, is like, don't tell me that your food is going to create optimal pH if it's not. And like you said, it might not because it's not a medication, but then you can't make that promise because people are like, oh, optimal pH. Gonna take care of the issue. And then it's like, nope. Like, it definitely helped. He didn't have to have, you know, another bladder stone surgery until, you know, so like I can't. Where did my little... Oh, are you in this drawer? There you are. Haha. Paper clips. Complaint box for my uterus is overflowing. That's a mood and a half. Yeah, it doesn't seem right to say that, like, your food will create an optimal pH balance because every dog is going to have a different pH balance. So, like, how are you able to make that, even that promise? Yeah, and again, if you think about it, so he had to have his first bladder stone surgery when he was, like, just about to be 3. It was very young. We knew that Dalmatians had bladder stone, like they were prone to them. So we had our vet like keeping an eye on it, right? Yeah, one more reason that I kick myself for moving. Well, that vet there was, she was something special. Anyway. And he had a bladder blockage that required emergency surgery. So he had emergency surgery. They removed the stone. There was more than one. And we immediately put him on that food. Like when we had the urine done before, they were like, he has some crystals. There's not a lot, like not an alarming number. Like I think we're good on the food we're still on. But like it's definitely something we should keep in mind because back then the prescription food was $60 a bag. And we kind of balked at that because it was more than double what we were currently paying. So he'd been on that food since he was 3. He was almost 12. So, I mean, I would say that if he had to have stone removal surgery in 3 years eating the other food, being on this one for as long as he was and not needing it, like it had to have been doing something. It just, I don't know. So yeah, like there is like science behind like Royal Canin and all of that. Like certain pet food is like science, like vets and scientists like come up with it together, if that makes sense. So like there is science, like it is science based. It's just it's like eating less sugar as a diabetic. Will it help? Yes, but will it be enough? Yeah. You can't claim that eating this sugar-free food will make things fine. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And again, this is where I will feel guilty for the rest of time because I did not think to have his urine checked on a... We had his blood checked yearly. Why didn't I just have them do a urine culture yearly to check for stones? Like, it's such an oversight. Like, I feel really dumb. Like, how can I be, like, a good pet owner if I don't even think of that? With, like, a breed that's prone to this problem. A dog who I already know has this issue, like... If I had that checked, we might have been able to get him on the medicine sooner. He might have still been around at least until James was home. I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of guilt involved with this. I mean, I thought so too. If we were doing like blood work, I thought that whatever we needed to know would be on the blood work. But I know, and that's where I don't know how, like, I really like our vet, and I don't want to, like, yell at them. But at some point, I do want to ask them why they didn't, like, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Here's the thing. It doesn't matter why they didn't. Because they didn't. It doesn't matter. Anyway, has anyone ever done a latch hook before? Let's try and pivot away from conversations that people don't want to have. Literally gonna make people leave if they haven't already. If you have any questions about what I'm doing, feel free to ask. I have a similar situation, yeah. I feel like as pet owners, we're always going to carry that, like, guilt with us of, like, I should have done more, I should have known, I shoulda, coulda, woulda kind of thing, you know? So you're definitely not alone with that. Your mom did one when you were a baby? I did one growing up, too. I remember. It was a horse one. I don't know where that ended up. You've not actually done one before. It's like a cross stitch and yarn. It's a cross stitch and knitting or crochet. It's cross stitch and yarn smooshed together. Because, like, there's a cross stitch pattern, basically. And, like, gridded fabric. But instead of using thread, you're using yarn. Oh, yeah, what I'm making is lovebirds. It's not a secret, though that would have been fun. Yeah. No, it's hard. It's hard when it's sudden and there's nothing you can do about it. It's hard when it's sudden and you feel like there was something you could do about it. It's hard. Like, it's just like every time I swear that I'm done having pets and then I forget and I add another, you know? Loving is hard. Yep. It sure is. This is another craft I like for people who are curious because it's also all inclusive. Like, it comes with everything you need in a kit. So, like, if you buy a latch hook kit, you're going to get everything that you need. And I like crafts like that where people can try it and be like, wow, I hated this. I'm never doing it again. And all you spent was like $15, $20, whatever on like just the whole project. Like, you didn't go out and spend hundreds of dollars and then be like, not for me. I mean, this is the first one I've ever done that's like a cross stitch design. In the past, the other latch hook that I did, it was more like stamped cross stitch, if you will, where like the image was on the canvas and you just filled in like as you went. I actually like this. I like this better because sometimes it was questionable, like, oh, is it this color or is it that color, like when it's screen printed. So I like this. And I mean, the canvas has overlap, right? Like it is cut to size, but there is overlap, and the overlap is there because you can finish these in like a bunch of different ways. Some people hang them up, some people turn them into pillows. Like there's a bunch of different options. So I like that they give you just like with cross stitch, they give you a like a border, a working border, if you will. It's the curse of having a big heart, yeah. It is. It is. Yeah, there is a lot of joy in it too. You guys are right. You can buy yarn and cross stitch patterns. Yeah, you could do this yourself too. Like if there was, say you have like a cross stitch pattern that you're like, oh my gosh, I really want to make this like a latch hook. You could do that. You got to buy the yarn. You're going to want to make all of your little cuts like the same size. And you get like a big piece of canvas like this. And off you go. Like you could absolutely turn any pixely art into, you know, a latch hook. Just like technically I could take this pattern and I could get cross stitch thread and make it a cross stitch if I wanted to. Diamond art. Yep, I could turn the giant cat diamond dot into a cross stitch into a latch hook. That would really take up, that would become a blanket. Oh my gosh, imagine crocheting it. Imagine turning it into like a Grafgan and literally making like a crochet version of that. That would become a blanket. I also really like how this one has like the grid on it. Because it's nice to check and make sure that you're in the right spot. Sorry, I got to make sure that I'm not moving this off my camera. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if you're wondering about the hook, this is the hook. It has a moving part here, a little swinging arm. And so when you put the yarn down here first, right? And then when you slide it through, you wrap it around like that. and then you let the little hook bit slide over and it keeps the yarn in place. So that you can pull it through without it coming undone. So if you're wondering what the tool is and how it works. Tapestry, really? It's just following across, again, a cross stitch pattern, but with yarn. The bit that's really hard though is all the thread. All the yarn that you're carrying, picking up and dropping and stuff like that. It is a hook that latches. Ergo, latch hook. It's going from an easy to puzzle to 1,000 piece. Yeah. Speaking of puzzles, do you guys want me to put one up for you? Yeah. So I'm waiting to hear back. I can't really give you guys a true update. But it looks like Soot Sprite isn't at the shelter that he was at anymore. He's at a different one now. Like, the same group of people, but a different location. And it says that he's in ISO, which to me means isolation. And I'm like, what happened? So I sent a little message. I know. Could be quarantine. Yeah, I wonder if they maybe found something. I did email, yeah. I wonder if they found something or if maybe he got... I'm hoping he didn't get into a fight with another cat. Yeah. Again, I'm thinking maybe they found... they could have found something, you know, when they were doing a medical exam or... I don't know. Again, he was an outdoor cat, so... They might. They might. But yeah, I sent them an email. Ironically, he ended up down at the shelter near my parents. And I was like, ugh. I can't go visit him and love on him. Not that I would necessarily at this point. I don't want to have things be confusing or whatever, but still. It made me sad. My parents are currently driving up with Maggie to stay in their rental while their house is being finished. They move out of their old house in 6 days. And then they'll be up here. Which is heckin' exciting. Oh, dang, I should have asked Ryan if they wanted him. They were thinking of getting a friend for, Tofu. My brain literally malfunctioned on the name. What the heck is their cat's name? Is that puzzle link not working? Tofu and toast. Okay. It looks like the puzzle is working. I don't know if people are able to get in. Okay. I just wanted, I know in the past, people are coming in, people are leaving, people are coming in. Okay. I know that in the past, there have been times where like a puzzle didn't work and I had to like redo the name, like redo um, the puzzle, like make a new one. So I just wanted to be sure. You don't have to do the puzzle, guys. I just wanted to be sure it worked for those who want to. I gotta put this back on the charger. It's super dead. Yeah, I sent them an email because I've also been getting emails from the microchip company, for the microchip that he has about like make sure you register Set Sprite, and I'm like, I mean I can, but he's not my pet. Like if there can be multiple people registered, I'll do that in case anything ever happens. Like, heaven forbid the other people that adopt him don't register it, you know, like. But I don't want to like register and then the new people that do adopt him eventually are like, well, we can't do anything now, you know. Yeah, I don't know, which is why I just haven't done anything. That was one of the other things I mentioned in the email, where I was like, I just was wondering if everything's okay, number one. Number two, I keep getting these emails, which I'm not upset about. Like, don't think that. I just want to know if I should do anything. Work isn't closed for Easter. Yeah. Yeah, it's actually kind of funny because James normally wouldn't have off for Easter either. Like when he's working for the railroad. Rail doesn't sleep. So it's kind of funny that what he's doing right now, he does have off. And he didn't have off today, but... Hi, Connie, how are you? Oops, I just did that color. Evidently ads are about to start. Somehow it's been an hour. I don't know how. The pay's too good, yeah. Certain holidays, if we don't have any plans, it's like, no, go to work. Make that money. I am hanging in there. Thank you. We are working on a latch hook today. Oh, that's nice. Alright, ads are about to play. So we're going to take a quick stretch break. Everyone go get your snacks, your drink, use the bathroom, take your meds, move your laundry, stand up, take a stretch break. We're going to do a puzzle today instead of words on stream. So if you would like to join in, there is a link pinned at the top of chat. Feel free, and I'll be back right after these commercial breaks. Alrighty. Thank you guys for sitting through ads. Oof. I appreciate it. Oh, so here's a question. Have any of you tried the McDonald's K-pop Demon Hunter meal? They have a Saja Boys spicy breakfast sandwich, and then a Huntrix chicken nugget meal. And it comes with like little collector cards and like specialty flavored sauces and things like that. Evidently the Saja Boy one is very spicy though. I mean, it says that it's spicy, and I heard someone say that it was spicy, but I obviously don't know their spice tolerance versus other people's. James will probably be like, it's not spicy at all. But I want to go to McDonald's, yeah. Your spice tolerance is very high. What do you mean? I think you said that backwards. They have the cards, no K-pop Demon Hunter. Oh, really? Interesting. Hi, Raccoon. Yeah, you said that backwards. I'm like, what are you talking about? You can handle spice. Mm-hmm. Probably. You'll probably be like, that has a nice kick to it. Like, a tasty one. Oh, I can show you both. I got it from Hirschner's. I do not know if they still have it. I bought it a while back. I can see though. I can go check. But here you go. It's lovebirds. And let me see. Oh, and then proceeds to continue doing it, and you're just like, girl. You're just sitting there like, I think a long walk around a craft store could heal me. I'm not saying that it would heal. Like, I don't know. I don't think it would hurt. Like, I don't know that it would heal me, but I think it could only help matters. What is this called? Lovebirds. does not appear to still be there. Have to try. And for science, you have to try many times. That's true. It might make my wallet nauseous. I mean, you technically don't even have to open your wallet. You can just go and touch all the pretty things. Look at all the pretty yarns. That's a common side effect. Oh, you know what else? You know what else? Put some Tums in your wallet. That'll help. A Pepto-Bismol chew also might be effective. If they have those, I don't know. Hydrogena. Check different craft stores. Ooh. True. How do we know? How do we know if it's, you know, what if Michael's isn't the thing that fixes you? But honestly, that's the only craft store other than like mom and pop shops now at this point. Because we do not I do not go to Hobby Lobby. Not gonna support a craft store that steals things. It can give your wallet anxiety. Put a stick of gum in one of the card slots. A little ginger candy. Or a little peppermint. Whatever works for you. Insanity might be doing the same thing and expecting a different result. But science is trying and expecting the same. That's deep right there. Really? I didn't know that. Store that in my back pocket. What am I doing? Oranges. Yellow, green, orange. Light green. Huh. Brains are weird. You know, it's interesting because thinking about it, so anything to do with like stomach upset like that is insanely triggering for me. Like I learned that I forget what it's called, right? You know, no one likes to get sick, right? But there are people who have like actual like a phobia of it. Like and that would be me. Um and thinking about it, when I do feel like unwell, I will sometimes hum, not even like it's a stimming thing where like I'll hum, I'll like arm flap or whatever, like shake my wrist kind of thing. Um but like it's always just been a attempt at coping, and I wonder if it's almost like a natural, like my body is like humming helps, like do it even without knowing, you know? And you had to have, oh, interesting. I hate those things, Allison. I literally hate the dentist because of those things. Literally hate the dentist because of those. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like I get uncomfortable even just like talking about stuff like that. Or like if someone in chat could come in and be like, I fill in the blank today, and I will instantly, my skin crawls, and like I instantly am like, I'm gonna get sick now. Like, girl, you can't catch someone's illness over the internet. Imagine if you could. COVID would have sucked. um well, worse than it did. But like instantly hard pass. Hate the dentist for a lot of reasons. That's fair. I love you, but stay away from me. Mm-hmm. It's one of the many reasons that I fear I would not be a good parent. One of many, many, many reasons. But like, you're sick and you want me? Sorry. I can't come to the phone right now. Time to go to your grandparents. Interesting. We delete things. Yeah. I have told like my mods before, I'm like, if you guys are gonna talk about anything like that, in like the mod chat or Discord, like if you're not feeling well and you're just like, hey, I'm like, spoil it, please. please don't have it out, especially where I can see it. Like, just don't. It's not that I don't care, I do. I just yeah, lack of sleep, sensory issues. Yes. I never even really thought of that, but yeah, I think that's a big part of why like being sick is so miserable for me. Like any kind. Include like even just like a cold, cuz it's like great, my face is leaking. Or like I feel like you feel it everywhere and you're just like, "Wow, I actually feel terrible." Like everything. Yeah. Your husband's sensitive about that sort of thing too, yeah. Being in pain or something, that area suddenly that will feel weird for a while. Yeah. Like I suddenly sent all the messengers there to check it out. Yeah, like if someone's like, "Oh, my eye's really bothering me," you're like, "No, I'm good." Hold on. Yeah. Heck, even the pets getting sick stresses me out. It's normally a James task when he's home. Talking about boy jobs? Mm-hmm. So, do you guys remember how the other day I showed you neither? What's one of the pet boy jobs that you have that like is yours? Not one that we share. Like litter is something we both do. What is like one of the I do all the medication for the animals and all the nail clipping and all of the teeth brushing and all of that, but what's like the one cleaning spit up? Yes. Yeah, it's like, where is it all coming from? How is there so much coming out of my face right now? Mm-hmm. No, I agree with that, Allison, because you're just like, how am I still leaking? Stop making more. Just spent a bunch of energy I don't have being mad at that, so now I feel worse. Yeah. Or just like not being able to breathe right, and you're just lying there and you're like, so uncomfortable. I just want to breathe. Breathing is a normal thing that I have to do. Why do I have to think about it? The environmental level can go down in Pokopia. Really? Are you like demoing stuff? No, I'm there with you, Allison. Pokemon's been a bully to me today. Dang. Oh, really? It's like you weren't even doing any, like, construction or anything like that? It just. That's wild. So you gotta, like, constantly feed everyone and, like. They're moody, apparently. Yeah. Wait, like, they can leave. What do you mean leave altogether? Like, they'll no longer be in the world? That's a lot of pressure to, like, constantly be talking to everyone, feeding, like, oh my gosh. Y'all are needy. What about Ditto? Dittos have needs too. Dang. I've accidentally made them homeless, but I've never had anyone leave. Yeah. I've seen, like, a lot of people do that. You can get them to come back, though, making their. Oh, interesting. Poor guys. So squishy. Like indoor homes, yeah, that's cool. I've seen some people who have done ones for like all the Eevee evolutions to live together, and I kind of love that idea. I don't know where to like. I have too many things on my screen. I should probably just like close that GoFundMe. I guess it just stays open, but I'm like, I was trying to figure out what Pokemon would autocorrect to Renee, and I'm like, I love that. Maybe. Maybe I do that. And then I scoot that there. That works. I've been considering removing those goals anyway. Like, there's a lot of goals on the screen. Maybe just leave, like, the monthly ones. I don't know. The what bed? I'm like, the what bed is theirs? Oh, what if these go here and this goes there? I don't know. I can go here. That's nice. That could work. Oh my god. Everything hurts. Well, not hurts. Everything makes noise. My drug addict roommate Renee. Hey, I'm not judging. Your cat is mystery wet. I hate that. Probably the tub. Oh! So, do any of you guys have plans for the weekend? I can't believe it's the weekend again already. Oh? I'm very confused, Elf. Want to go walking on a trail? Ooh. Rotating and flipping your mattress. You know what? It's gotta get done. Might not be glamorous, but gotta get done. Tuesday off after the weekend. Your aunt from Australia is visiting. Oh, that's fun. I hope you have a nice visit. Crafting, relaxing, orchestra rehearsal, maybe time with your aunt and cousin. Oh, the new Mario movie. Honestly, not having a lot of plans is always kind of nice. I think I'm playing a game with my friend from the Netherlands tomorrow. And then James and I have like a movie date. And, you know, I don't have any food, but I could totally invite my parents over for dinner one night now that they're going to be up here. Ah, I see. Morning, Emily. I get to go with my husband to his ultrasound appointment on my birthday on Sunday. Well, happy birthday! I hope that the ultrasound goes well. And that you can do a little something for your birthday afterwards. Do you have like anything planned for your birthday other than an ultrasound? Making snacks to bring to work. Pokemon, are you... I haven't caught a single thing today. Other than this attitude. Been catching a lot of that. Dang. Hi, sunshine. Okay. Really? Yarn? Yarn. Be so for real. Thank you. Ooh, that's true. Yeah, since you're out, you get yourself a sweet treat. Even if it's a to-go one. For a 3-year-old. Aww. Okay. This is Cardinal Red. Hi, Sarah. How are you? Ah, I gotcha. Oops. I make a comment on their name. But Sarah just told me this week. And they're the only new name that I have recently. So, like, at least for me, if I'm on PC, I can show you what I do. If I'm on PC, I can click on your name, right? And then I can click this little pencil looking thing. and a window opens up, and I could type in. What I tend to do is I'll make a little bracket and then put that. And then I say, okay. But you can see here. Oops, hold on. Let me close the void. You can see here, like Sarah's, it says in parentheses, Sarah. It's cheat sheet. Yeah. I don't know if you can do it too as a mod on your end, like for yourself. Also, always worth mentioning, if anyone wants me to call them something different other than their username or whatever I call you, just let me know. Easy peasy. Oh, is that your name too? I'll have to try that one on my PC after breakfast. Yeah, let me know. I'd be interested if you're able to. Fun fact to help remember my name, I grew up going to a youth group in church, but Sarah in the Bible had a baby at 90. Yo, that's punishment right there. No, you're fine. Listen, we can absolutely talk about religious things. What we can't do is tell someone that their religion is wrong, or that one religion is right, or that you have to believe this or else. You know, that's where I draw the line. It's easier to remember, yeah. Mostly because I feel like at the very fundamental level, all religion is based on loving other people. Treating other people with kindness and respect. And like, it's always mind-boggling to me when people are like super religious and they do nothing but preach hate. And you're like, you do realize that you're doing everything wrong. Like in any religion that I can think of, you're doing it wrong. Well, it's against the Bible says you can't do this. Guess what? The Bible also says that you're not the one who has to pass judgment on anyone. So you worry about yourself. You stay in your lane and you let whoever you believe in handle whatever issue you perceive. You do not get to pass judgment. You do not get to say what people can and cannot do. Wild behavior. It says to love one another. That's why there's always some version of the golden rule. Especially when they want to quote their Bible to make their points. And you start using the same Bible words against them and they get mad. Yep. Or I hate people who cherry pick. Who they like read a part of a thing. And you're like, okay, but the whole sentence. The whole paragraph says what? Mm-hmm. It was written by a man, edited a million times. Mm-hmm. Like, you can listen to someone tell a story, and you can write down that story to the best of your remembering, and it's still going to miss some things. It's still not going to be verbatim. Like, unless you have an idyllic memory where you can remember everything. Um, you think us flawed beings might have made some mistakes? I definitely have favorite pens, and sometimes they're like, you know what I find the most often? Some of my favorite pens are like the freebies that you get random places that have like some like insurance person's name on it or like something stupid, and you're like, this is my favorite pen, and I don't know why. One of my favorites, though, like just across the board, are like the Papermate Flare pens. These guys. Love them. Chef's kiss. My grandfather used to always write with them, which is kind of funny. Like, I remember that. My favorite things how people be like, oh, how can you believe in whatever it is you do because it's mythology? Yeah. All religions are They're all technically. If my frogging record is any indication, I make mistakes daily, possibly hourly. Yeah. Fair and true. Why is it the freebie pens always seem to write the best? Yeah. I had one from like a realtor when James and I were looking at back when we weren't sure if we wanted to like live in an apartment or a condo. I don't know if you remember that, James. We would like there were a couple of places that we looked at. And one of them was like a realtor's pen, and I love that thing. It wrote so good. And you're like, what? Got off of AliExpress and I absolutely love them. Oh, okay. I'll go take a look. We're gonna have ads here in a minute, so I'll go pop over and look. I've been writing little memories in a book about Patch. Like I try and write one a day. And the pen that I'm using is one from my dad's old company. Because guess what? I like how it writes. Ooh, a bunch of colors. That's cool. It's like how I feel like all of us have favorite silverware too. Out of the silverware drawer. Like there's a right spoon and a wrong spoon. You know? Big spoon is enemy. See, we have 2 sets of silverware. And in one set, like one set was the one that like my parents got rid of when they were I don't know, moving, downsizing, something. And the big spoon in that set is the right big spoon. The big spoon in the other set is the wrong big spoon. Like if I like to eat soup with the big spoon because it gets a good amount of broth and like food, if that makes sense. Hi Luminary, how are you? But like the one big spoon is just the wrong big spoon. Talking about pens, look at this fun pen. They change color. They're little like flowers. They change color in the sun. Thank you for that raid. How was your stream? What were you working on? It was Luminary who recommended me to your channel. Hooray! We figured it out. Welcome in, Raiders. Oh, ads are about to start. Let me see if I can pause them real quick. My name is Megan. I am a neurodivergent variety crafter. I am usually cross-stitching, crocheting, or knitting, but we do other crafts. Today I'm doing latch hooking. This was a craft that we started during our 90s craft week, because I remember doing this when I was a kid growing up, and this is the what we're working on. So we're making good progress. This up here is like the end of the piece. So we're doing decent. Having some fun chit-chatting about all the things. What were you up to today? Oh no, you're so fine. No worries at all. Thank you so much for bringing everybody over. Ooh, what were you cross-stitching today? I have been cross-stitching a ton lately. I've been mostly doing it off stream. Actually, not to be that person, but like I'm trying really hard to get back into like posting places because I need to. So if you haven't and you want to either follow or drop a like on my posts or a comment or whatever, that'd be really cool. But peep this, I was really, right? So I have been working on this full coverage This full coverage piece from Pain Free Crafts. I can say words, really. And this is where I started last month, right? So this is where the beginning of March started. Are you ready to see how it ended? Because I was thoroughly impressed. All right. I had 28% complete at the end of February. And here I was at the end of March with 43% complete. That's so much. I have been plugging away at it. I also have been posting in like my stories a progress photo every night that I work on it. Like last night I didn't end up doing a lot. I only did like 130 stitches, but guess what? It still adds up. So my goal is to finish it this year. And I am well on track for doing that. Because I've had this project for a really long time. And so I wanted to finish it this year so that I could start working on other full coverage pieces. And I was also saying, I'm like, I love this one because to me, so it's an orange cat and it looks just like Artemis to me. Like this is her. And I love it. So, yeah. This was, I think, a freebie on their website. At one point. I don't know if it still is. I can look. Let's see. Yep. It's free still on their site. This is what it'll look like when it's done. And I just thought that that is very, we got the same eye color. Like we're just, yep. My little grump. My widow grumpy girl. Gotta catch them all. No, I hear you. All right. Ads are going to play, and I'm going to take a real quick stretch break. Raiders, if you have to raid and run, go do post-stream self-care. Please do. While ads are playing, we have a puzzle going. If you would like to join in, it is pinned at the top of chat, but I will also paste it again here. You can click that link, and you can join in putting pieces on this puzzle. But I am going to take a quick stretch. Ads are going to play. We'll come back and we'll keep working on this. Get a few more done. I was excited for the day I could finally see the overall picture without having to think about it. Yeah. Yes, please. Ooh, I would love to see. Yes, please share a link. Oh, excuse me. I finally slept last night, chat. I woke up once, and that was because one of the cats was zooming down the hall. Ooh, it's looking good. Am I, what account? Oh, I'm actually, yes! For the longest time, I couldn't sign into my account on my computer. I don't know why. Instagram is stupid sometimes. So I couldn't, like, follow people back when they would, and I was like, or follow when you would share links, and I was like, damn it. But I forgot I was able to get it fixed. So I'm now following you. Which means, unfortunately, I will never see one of your posts because Instagram's algorithm blows chunks. So I apologize. I promise I'm not ignoring you if I never see anything. I saw this the other day. Ads are gonna play here. I got this note. I got this thing from Instagram about who all sees my posts. Non-followers. They sent it to 82% of the people are non-followers. Why? Why? If people are following, they want to see. I'll show you after the ads because ads are playing. I'll be right back. Thank you guys for sitting through ads. So what I was showing as the ad started to play was just how frustrating Instagram has been, right? Because like I shared a thing about my dog who passed away. You know who's going to want to know that information or see that information? The people who knew my dog. You know? You know who's not going to care? The random people on Instagram who don't know him. And yet this was what I got at one point. That non-followers made up 82% of the people that were shown my video. From the Reels tab. 60% was from the Reels tab. 24% from the feed, 14 from explore, which means that people were clicking on it, and 0.4% from my profile. What? What? So, like, I hate it because I follow my friends so that I can see their posts, so that I can see the things they're making, the things they're sharing, and then I don't see anything because the algorithm does stupid crap like that, and I don't understand. I really don't. But I dropped you a follow. Let me also add a like to that post. So yeah, it just, you know? Oh yeah, I have no idea what the eggs are. Oh, I don't know if they are anything or if they're just there for Easter. Honestly. Oops, let me move my mouse off the screen. No worries. Thank you again for the raid. Have a lovely weekend. Thanks for bringing everybody by. So I was thinking about Animal Crossing. Do you? Fun fact about our lo-fi today. You know our friend Super Cool? This is his music. He has a whole playlist, and it's all his own lo-fi that he makes. Mm-hmm. I think that's so neat. It is. It's a good vibe. It's a good mix of things too. Also, Sarah, I forgot to mention I looked at your picture on the break, and that does look like a really nice pen. Also, your handwriting's very nice. It's also a cute pen. Which is a bonus because I feel like half the time, like, nice pens sometimes are like ugly looking. Right? You're like, wow, this pen writes so nicely. It's hideous. Write a lot for the postcards. That makes sense. Yellow, then green. Oh no, Elf. You guys can learn together. This is why we send the children for external education. Should using those, yeah. It's wild. Artie's being such a good girl. She's eating more of her food. Love to see it. And a stinky Pippin. Hi, baby. You coming up to say hi? Oh, say hello, everyone. I'm here. I was sleeping in the sunshine. You were doing a big snooze in the sun? That's my phone. Have a kiss? No? Okay. She says no, but you come pet me. Going home. Okie dokie. Oh, nice. Do you have a knot right here? Man. Miss Ma'am. They did, yes. That's like the start of a knot. Hi, I'm coming back. No, I'm not allowed. It's a brush. You love brushes. Yeah. Oh, I know. I know. It's not. She's like, brush me, mother. Brush me. I know. You love them, huh? You love brushes. This one's not really great for your whole body. I was just trying to get that knot. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's good. Do you want me to brush you? I'll tell you what, honey. I'll go get your brush and chat can do a ticket giveaway. Okay? For next week. Let me get your brush. All right, you wait here. Oh, well, Artie, you're not gonna want this, baby. You're not gonna want this. What is this? What is this and why is it here? It was for Pippin. Pippin! She's like, ew, why would anyone want this? Look what I have. Come here. Oh, come here. It's the world's most inappropriate brush. Aw, yeah. Artie hates it, and she loves it. Yeah, a company was like, would you want to review a brush for us? And I was like, sure. And they sent it to me, and I opened the box, and I went, I have to film this. It does work really good for her size, though. Honest, look at her. Oh, you're so beautiful. You're so beautiful. Yeah, you love this. Oh, oh yeah. Under here. More. Oh, and an attack. Oh gosh. Oh no. Oh no. Here, do you want more of this, or are we overstimulated? We're overstimulated. Okay, we can be done. That has not happened in a very long time that you've gotten overstimulated, huh? That's okay. Yeah, you're good. We can take a break. There's no rush. If you want more, I have it, okay? But you can be done. That's called body autonomy. And everyone gets to have it. Do you want this? No? Yes? You don't know. She's like, I'm not. Yes. Okay. Well, there's just going to be little Pippin fur balls floating all over the place now, huh? I know. She's impossible to, like, brush in one particular spot. Like, you just got to go with what she gives you. Oh, what? What? Oh. I shouldn't encourage you to attack the brush. I can get you a toy, though. Let me just get what's hanging off of you. Alright. Here, you want a toy? We can do that, too. We can pivot. Worm on a string! I don't always want to brush my hair either, yeah. I don't know if you can see how much fur there is on the chair, though. Like, forget about what I pulled off of the brush, which is a ton. But there's also a crap ton on this blanket. What do you want? You want brush? You want brush? You want worm? You want worm? Oh gosh! Oh gosh! Yeah, we have like a whole bag of them because eventually they start to come apart. Oh, just a baby. You're just a baby. I'll say last call to enter the ticket giveaway if you haven't already. Type exclamation point ticket. And then we're going to pull a winner here. And whoever wins will get to put some points towards what craft we do next Friday. Like, everyone voted last week, and doing this latch hook is what won. So, yeah. Oh, goodness. So we'll take another minute or two of cat intermission. It's a very important intermission to have. You're being so lazy. This is such lazy play. Oh my gosh, you know what I did? So, do you remember when I showed you the other day that there was just like a small little roll of paper towels on the floor? Because I had to clean up pet mess. And that she had played with it. Like, she ended up bunny kicking it and like ripping, like just having a great time with the paper towel roll. Well, after garbage went out and everything like that, you know, I did all my cleaning and what have you. I had a basically empty paper towel roll, right? There's just like the one that's always like stuck on the like on the roll, which is like glued on or whatever. So I was getting ready to recycle it and I went, you know, I wonder what she'd do. Hang on. And she was like, wow, who left this great toy here for me? Who left this great toy? Quick distraction, little scratch. Kiki! Hi! Welcome in, Raiders! Hi, T! How are you? I was just showing everyone Pippin being an absolute goober with a basically empty paper towel roll. She has decided that evidently my house just must have trash everywhere. Because we have empty boxes for them to play with and sleep in. And now evidently almost used up paper towel roll is also fair game. Yeah. She's here right now she wanted to be brushed and then she said I'm done and then wanted her worm toy. And now I think that we're done with that too. I think we're just chilling now. Okay, we're just chilling now. She is so floofy. I know. Well, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you for suggesting me. That's so sweet of you. Welcome in. If you've not been here before, my name is Megan. I am a neurodivergent variety streamer. I am usually cross-stitching, crocheting, or knitting, but we do other crafts here, like diamond dotting. We've been doing some perler beading, miniatures, I don't know, lots of things. And on Friday, we have a vote for what craft we do. So if you're here right now and you would like to contribute towards next week's vote, you can type !ticket. We have a vote going on. So you can get to vote if you win. So feel free to join. Today we're working on a latch hook because that's what the community voted on. It will look like this when it's done. It's lovebirds. What else? I stream Monday through Friday from 3 to 6 p.m. Eastern. It's 5:40 right now. And there's a lot of cats here. So if you like any of that, you're in the right place. What were you working on today? Also, we got a shout out, right? I think we did. I think I was distracted by the cat. If not, I'll make sure that you get one. If you're not following Kiki, likewise, you definitely should. They do amazing jewelry work. So it's a lot of fun over there. I enjoy it. I guess metalwork is a better way of saying it. You're fixing up some dice today? Wait. How? Tell me more. I mean, also, if you have to raid and run, please make sure that you take care of yourself. But if you're able to tell me what you were doing, I'd love to hear more. And we also have some stars here. We have a whole jar, and raids are silver stars. subs get a special sub color each month. This month is a pretty yellow color. We only have 2 of them in here. But here is our jar so far for the year. We got green and red and blue. Oh, you poured the mold. Sanded them. You're almost done polishing. That's so cool. Well, thank you so much for bringing everybody over. I appreciate you. The star jar is your favorite? I love that. It was really cool to see at the end of the year, like, how the jar, like, came together, if that makes sense. So it's been fun. I have to move my thing over here. We do. I know. I'm always glad when I get to, like, sit and watch for a little while. I don't always talk. A lot of times I'm doing stuff in my office. But it's always nice to be able to, like, pop over, hang out. Alright. The cat left. Let's do this vote, and then we'll get back to our latch hook. Alright. Winner is Barely Online. Where shall your points go, friend? Of course! I love supporting the friends doing all the cool things. Embroidery. You got it. Yeah, that almost won last week. It lost by 1 vote. Which is why we put it back on this week. Because, like, obviously people are interested. It was a close one. Alright. Yeah. Lost by a point. Also, Smoothie, isn't the photo cute? Or the lovebirds cute? I had gotten this when we were doing our 90s craft week, because I remember doing latch hook when I was a kid growing up. And it felt very 90s to me. So we haven't worked on it in a while. So we've made good progress on it today. Yeah. I love that Pippin, like, came in, got brushed, played with a toy, left fur everywhere. Like, it looks as though a cat exploded on that chair, and now is gone. She's like, that's all I wanted. Alright. Happy to have helped. So what are you all up to today? Anyone else crafting? Are you gaming? Getting ready for the weekend? No, go get dinner. Enjoy. Thank you. Thank you for the lurk, and thank you again for the raid. Have a lovely dinner. I often do the same thing. I end stream and I'm like, alright, food time. Procrastinating. Love that. Ooh, you're gaming? I'm gonna guess Timberborn. Am I right? Restructuring your book? Oh. Yep. I love that for you. Knowing how, like, I only know the game from Doc playing it, but are you, like, playing on one map? Like, have you been playing the same one this whole time? Because if so, it must be, like, a mega city, you know? Ooh, you took a nap. Oof, that's delicious. I love that for you. Diamond dotting and winding embroidery floss. Mm-hmm. Both solid options. Working on your list so you can collect a postcard from each state. Trying to collect 2. 1 postmarked, 1 blank, so you can cut the shape. Ah, that's a cool idea. I love that. I like to finish my maps. There's an actual end, and then you start a new map. Oh, okay. I didn't know. Again, I've only seen how Doc plays it. Which, the way that Doc plays a lot of games is not the way they're normally meant to be played. Because, like, I just think his mayo, restaurant. Doc plays so inefficiently. It's very inefficient, but it is fun. Like, people kept telling him during Retro Rewind yesterday that, like, oh, like, hire someone to do the cash register. And I was like, guys, if he hires someone to do that, what's he gonna do? Like, literally, he's just gonna, like, stand there and, like, not do anything. Like, this is the bit that's entertaining to you all, and you all keep saying it for him to stop doing it. And I said that, and someone was like, oh, you know what? You're right. And I'm like, I understand it might not be the most efficient, but it is the most entertaining. Ooh. I'm assuming House Flipper 1, which I already own. Boop. Yeah, that's the one I have. He plays his way. Absolutely. You know, that's one of the things that I genuinely love is that he has his own unique way. And there are a lot of games that I've watched him play that I'm like, normally that's not something I would try. And here I am, like, downloading it or playing it or whatever. I mean, there's just something about the fact that his entire kitchen burned down in Cooking Sim. And instead of being like, well, time to restart the game, he's like, what can I do with just the mayonnaise and barbecue sauce and like a few things that I have? And he's like building the restaurant from the ground up now. And that to me is like, I love that. Yeah. I'll need to catch up on that. Yeah, evidently there's like a glitch in the Cooking Sim 2 because I think it was Euphoria was also playing it alongside Doc. And you know, Euphoria plays games in more the way the game was designed to be played and less in the Doc way of playing. And they were like, "Oh my god, my kitchen just like burst into flames too." But Euphoria actually had a fire extinguisher whereas Doc's was missing. Can we get a shout out for Dr. Gluon if I have a mod available? If not, I'll do it. I know it's later on a Friday and a holiday weekend. Boop. There we go. If you're not following Doc, highly, highly recommend. That is where I hang out most evenings. Good family friendly vibes. All around very nice human. Lots of silly games and shenanigans ensue there. So, good vibes, that's for sure. Nah, you're fine. I know, like I said, first of all, we're coming up on a holiday weekend, and I know a lot of everybody's getting ready for that. Plus, I got UK mods who are going to sleep. I got Emily who's just getting up and starting her day. Like, you're fine. You're so good. Doc is a good bean. Yeah. He's definitely interesting. I feel like a lot of people at first, when they first watch him, that's like the one thing that they try to figure out is how the hat throw works. I know that I spent a good amount of time figuring that out too when I started watching years ago. I remember being like, what is he? How, like, rewind, clip, rewind. There used to be a song that played every time someone subbed and there was like a dance and it was a whole thing. There's a lot of singing in that channel too. It's how you get classics like Bees and Grandpa's Keys and Fart Like a Trumpet. He's got a whole song about cabinets. In fact, I sing it any time that I'm building something. Like building these little like cubby things behind me. Oh wow, really? Cabinets. I'm building cabinets. I may have no money left, but it's so worth it. You know what's one that he hasn't done in a while? The squat song. We should remind him of that. I feel like Swing happened not too long ago, at least a little bit. Like, not the full song. But I feel like that happened the other night. But he hasn't sang the men's song in a while either. I have no questions that I actually want answered about the squat song. It's just a song that has like a I don't remember how that one came about now that I'm thinking about it. But it's just him aggressively yelling squat at the camera. In time to the music, and the music speeds up. That's right, it was. She was like actually doing like squats for something. And yeah, you're right. You're right. forgot about that. Oops. Welcome back. I just need you to know, I'm realizing that I have just enough of this red, the orange, and the green to complete this row. That felt, that's good. That's unhinged in a good, yeah. It's very unhinged there in like a fabulous way. Meant to be, yeah. Not the yellow. But that's okay. 3 out of 4. I love it when things like that happen. Like when I'm refilling my medicine container or one of the pet's medicine containers and you pour out just the right amount of medicine. You don't have to pour out a little more or put any back. I don't know why. That's just like, yes. That feels like it's a sign of good things. I don't know. I can't describe it. I can't explain it. Those are the signs that the universe still loves you. Yeah. Hi, Lily. Welcome in. All right, we're probably going to wrap up at the end of this row. We got a lot done, though. I want to... No, we're not halfway yet. But we're definitely a lot further than we were before. How many have we done? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rows. Should I do one more so we've done 10 rows? Or do we end here because we had the right number of colors pulled out? You're in? All right. We'll do one more. And then there are 40 of these per row. That's so many that I've done today. Holy crap. All right. Have a good one, Sarah. Thanks for hanging out. See you next week. Or around on Twitch. I don't know. Over the weekend. It's always fun to see peeps that you know from one stream and another. We're almost like done with the greens. Yeah, I'm sure, Elf. Got locked in already. I started a new city. I love that for you. Let me see if I can snooze the ads. Jeez. And they say that like millennials are being selfish and they'd rather have pets than kids, and I think that we're all like, not all of us can afford that. Not all of us have insurance that covers that much. Like, I just Not the follow-up or prenatal care before that. Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And if you are considered high risk or medically complex, then guess what? You're going to the doctor more frequently to have checkups and blood work and tests done and things like that. And that adds to the cost too. And it's like, mm-hmm. It's obscene. Yeah. Ongoing cost, clothing, food, education. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, really, Emily? Oh, you had a nap? Love that for you. I hope it was a good one. They are an investment. Well, and not only that, but like Elf said, now you have to also consider, like, okay, childcare costs. Once that kid is born, you have to consider, like, the cost of clothes and the cost of food. Like, it's just the cost of everything. And it's not that, like, people don't want to have kids, but, like, hmm. Listen, sometimes an hour nap is, like, all that you need. All of a sudden, you can, like, handle life again. I get it. No ad, stop it. We're just finishing this row. We're almost done. I genetically should not have kids, yeah. Mm-hmm. I feel that. Diglett. Yeah. $60 a week in formula, $50 a month in diapers. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's not to mention the things that will come later on, like, dance class or sports like groups like that you play with, sports teams, or, just any of that. Space camp. James isn't listening. That was my test. I haven't caught squat today. And I got a shiny... I don't even know what shiny Diglett looks like. Oh, yeah. I mean, in some ways, that was one thing that was really good about my mom being the dance teacher. Are you kidding me? Y'all, this... Wow! What a crazy difference in that shiny. Wow. Oh my goodness. Well... Oh, but when he evolves, you'll get 3 blue noses. He's cold! He's a cold little bubba! Nose or mouth? Nose. Well, you know what? Honestly, that feels like the summation of this year. Wow, I got a shiny! Wow, it's just a nose that's different. His nose is froze, and his tail's froze, and his ears are froze. I need to watch that movie again. Actually, I'm like, I should watch that movie. I can watch it now without dogs. Oh, I can't watch that movie now. I'll just cry the whole time. Oh, there's James. I can quote that whole movie, man. You know, there were signs of the autism, okay? I'm just saying. No, I can quote. I mean, you can, like, give me a point in the movie and I could probably quote it. Dad, Lucky pushed me in the fireplace. Did not, did too, did not, did too. Did not. There were signs. The Twilight bark? You want me to do the bark? I don't understand. What do you... How did it get initiated? Okay. So Pongo and Perdita's super freaking depressed because all of her puppies were stolen. and they go on a walk, and Pongo is like, like it's got to be up to us to like do something. And she was like, well, what can we do? And he says, I know, the Twilight Bark. And she said, the Twilight Bark? That's just an old something tale. That's just a, what did she say? No, it wasn't wives. And he's like, well, it's worth a shot. And then he starts barking. And Roger pulls on the leash because he's like quiet because it's late at night. Could be an old dog's tail. Yeah. And then he keeps barking and he's like, Pongo, like, stop. And then he starts to try and pull him, and Anita's like, Purdy, come on. And Perdita's a good girl, so she starts to walk away, and Pongo keeps barking. And Roger's like telling him to like hush, and he's like yanking him now. And then he runs to the top of the hill and drags Roger with him as he's continuing to bark the message because they made contact. Anyway, have a good night, Mia. Oh. Listen, honest to goodness, Pongo barking and Roger pulling him and Pongo still barking. That's Patch. That was him to a T. Like, will you just come on already? And he's like, no, I gotta bark more. And you're like, please don't. Please actually don't bark more. Ugh. Anyway. Stubborn is a breed trait. Sure is. They honestly, you can tell, especially like the old movies like that they referenced actual animals and actual people and stuff like that, because there were certain times where like Patch would stand with like his leg like as he was listening to something, and I'm like, that's literally from the movie. Like that's been drawn. Like you could tell that they looked at real models and they drew based on what they saw, because like copy paste kind of thing. So it's pretty cool in my mind. All right. Ads are about to play. I apologize for that. I was out of snoozes. I don't even know if anyone's on. I haven't been paying any attention to stuff like that lately. I had a lot of fun this week. I really enjoyed playing Animal Crossing again, and I'm really excited about like where the island's going, and I'm excited to play it again on Thursday. So I hope that you guys are ready for more, because more is going to be coming. Anywho. I hope that you all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your time zone. I will see you guys on Monday. Thank you. Oh, did you, Smoothie? You're so sweet. Thank you. That's so kind of you. Have a great weekend, everyone. Eat something tasty, drink your water, take your meds. Be kind to yourself, be kind to other people. Remember, you are loved. I will see you on Monday. Come hang out in Discord. Here's my socials. If you could like some stuff, That'd be really cool, because heck the algorithm, all right? Time to break the algorithm back in my favor. All right, I'll see you all on Monday for more crafting. Goodbye.